Do you like patty melts? I love a good patty melt, and you're going to be surprised how easy they are to make at home with just a few ingredients. Hi, my name is Christina. I'm with eatingonadime.com. Welcome to my sister Carrie's kitchen. My sister Carrie and I are on a mission to teach real families how to make real food at home on a budget. And we love making like everything we used to order out at home, including patty melts. I love a good patty melt. And I was surprised by how easy it was to make at home. I've linked the full recipe in the description below, as well as all the tools I'm using to make today's recipe. Before we go over to the stovetop, I like to get all the ingredients ready because it goes pretty quick, and that way you can just reach and grab and you don't have to sacrifice any flavors. So first, let's talk about beef. I am using a lean ground beef. I like it because it's not as greasy and the flavors still taste great. You need 6 ounces per patty melt for this recipe. I love using my food scale. I'm going to link it below. I use mine all the time. It's really easy to use. You can put your bowl on there and you can clear off the units so it won't measure the bowl, and then just put the meat in, and you want 6 ounces total. Once you have the 6 ounces, we're going to divide it into 2 balls that are roughly 3 ounces each. I just eyeball it and then I'll take some away as needed. Okay, that one's 3 ounces. Let's double check that one. If my math is right, that should be 3 ounces too. All right, perfect. So I just want to show you up close. So this is the scale, it's turned on. Then you put the bowl or plate on, whatever you're using, and then you just hit this button and it'll zero out. So it's not including the weight of the bowl now. And then you can add the meat. So here's our 2 balls, and we want it, look at that, it's perfect, 6 ounces. Now we're gonna get the onion ready. So you can't have a good patty melt without sauteed caramelized onion. I like to use a white onion, and I'm gonna use a half a white onion today. You just wanna cut off the ends. This is crazy because I got this white onion in the store and it actually like just broke in half. I've never had that happen before, but that's why I already have a half of one. So you just wanna cut off the ends, cut off any skin from the onions, and then slice it into thin slices. I like the thin the better with my caramelized onions, but it's completely based on your preference. So once they're sliced, you just want to separate all the rings because we're going to saute these separately. It's going to be perfect. And then you need 2 pieces of sourdough bread. Don't skimp on the bread, guys. This is what really makes the patty melt. I love a sandwich with sourdough bread. And we're going to butter one side of each piece of the bread. You're going to use about a tablespoon for both pieces. So let's say a half a tablespoon per piece. This butter is just softened a bit to make it easy to spread. And you want like a generous layer of butter to get the nice golden brown toasted bread that you see like on traditional patty melts. Oh, I can't wait already. All right, the only other ingredient that we need is Swiss cheese. So you want 2 slices for this recipe. Okay, and then you'll need 1 more tablespoon of butter. So let's get all these ingredients to the stovetop and get to cooking. Welcome to the stovetop. So I'm using a cast iron skillet just because I like the flavor it adds, but you can use any skillet that you prefer. Heat a cast iron skillet over medium-high heat. Then add in a tablespoon of butter, and we're gonna let that melt in the skillet. Once the butter's melted, add those sliced onions to the skillet, and we wanna let these saute until they're nice, soft, and caramelized for about 3 to 5 minutes. I like to toss them just every couple of minutes so they don't get too brown. Even Rosie's excited about these sauteed onions today, guys. Make sure you shout out Rosie below. Rosie, do you want to tell him that you're excited about onions? Even you want onions? Look, she's sitting. Oh, yes. Say hi to your friends, Rosie. She loves cooking days. I do like them to get nice and brown, but I don't want them to get burnt. So I do kind of toss them just every few minutes. And you can just cook them as soft as you like. I like mine pretty soft, so we're going to keep these going. Once the onions are nice and brown and soft to the tenderness you like, go ahead and remove them from the pan, but we're going to keep that pan on. Once the onions are removed, place the burger patties in the skillet. And then you want to cover them with a piece of parchment paper and then press down with either a burger press or you can use a spatula. Here, let me move that one out of the way. Perfect. And then we're going to do it for this other one as well. To make a nice burger patty. We're going to let it cook on this side on medium-high heat for about 2 to 3 minutes so it's nice and brown. So you want to cook them for about 2 to 3 minutes until they're nice and brown. You'll see because it gets brown around the edges of the patty, and then the fat or the grease starts floating toward the top, and that's when you know it's ready to flip. Now, if you're using a cast iron, I recommend using a metal spatula to really get under there because you want all that brown bits on your patty and then flip it. Now, resist the urge to smash it. No smashing down because it's going to get all the juices out and all the flavors out. So just get under there, get the brown bits and flip it and let it cook for about 2 to 3 more minutes. Once the patties are cooked through, take the Swiss cheese and put one on each patty and just let them sit for a few minutes to melt. We're just going to remove it, and I just using the same plate I put the onions on. Ooh, it smells so good. And I'm just going to clean this extra cheese off real quick just because I'm going to toast my bread and I don't want cheesy bread. I just want regular bread. Now place your bread in the same skillet, butter side down, just to toast the bread slightly. Watch the heat and reduce the heat down a little bit if you need to prevent from burning the bread. Once the bread is nice and toasted, I just kind of look up and look at it. Oh, now Toby's saying hi. Now it's time to assemble the sandwich. I top with the bread and then we put on the patties. I kind of layer them out to fill the bread up. And then I top with those onions. Ooh, look at that. And then of course, the remaining bread on top. Look at it. It's ready to serve and so easy to make in one pan. My favorite part. Last part is eating it. My favorite part. Now, this patty melt is very filling. So when you're taking sides, I say think light because this is really going to fill you up. I would probably even share this sandwich with someone, but I like to do a side salad or maybe a fruit salad, or even one of our broccoli salads. Something veggie packed and light goes perfect with this. Look how amazing it looks. Friends, don't forget, I've linked today's recipe in the description below. And also, if you enjoyed this easy how-to video, make sure you like and subscribe so you never miss one of our simple recipes. All right, guys, I gotta go. It's lunchtime. I will see you guys next time in my sister's kitchen. Bye, friends.